what we got in this October. First up is Flamecraft. We are excited to give that one a try with the dragons and the amazing artwork.
Yeah, it's just the base game, but I was really impressed. We've only opened it up so far, but it comes with the neoprene playmat. So like in base, that's awesome.
Amazing wooden dragon meeples.
One we got in, we're going to do a first impressions on Splendor Duel. It's smaller box, reasonably sized box for Splendor, thank you. 1 versus 1, and it's got like, I don't know if they're poker chips, but they're close enough to poker chips.
Yeah.
So the component quality is pretty good in here.
Next up is Canopy. I love the artwork on these cards. It's bright, colorful, well done, and it's a really neat set collection game. Awesome.
3,000 Scoundrels. I am enjoying this. I think this will be better with multiple people. We've only played this at 2, but this is another crafting card game where you have the see-through cards and you just kind of like match a character's job to a character and then they become like super powered.
Kind of like the canvas cards.
Yeah.
And they come up with really clever names when you put the two together.
But this is going to have tons of replayability because you're putting together cards just all day long, like different job versus different persons. The permutations have to be incredible, so tons of replayability there.
Next up is Birdwatcher, another game with phenomenal artwork and really interesting mechanic as to how you draft cards and the fact that if you want to take a photo of one, you gotta give up a card. So it's kind of this tug of war in managing your cards collection.
Great art in that. I think when people think Birdwatcher, automatically you're gonna go, it's like Wingspan. I don't think it's like Wingspan. I think it's
not at all.
Different. It is set collection, but definitely not in the same way. There's no eggs, nothing. So in Canada this month, it was Board Game Geek Math Trade. If you've never participated in a math trade, I would recommend it. One game that we got in, is Dinosaur Island, what is this thing? The Extreme Edition. It comes with the metal cards, upgraded meeples, even though I think the basic ones are pretty good. We've never played Dinosaur Island, but it's got this cool kind of, 90s aesthetic, Jurassic Park theme, don't sue me kind of stuff. Should be a fun game, and it also comes with a solo mode, which I will eventually check out.
Next up is a Kickstarter that was just delivered. Dom Pierre, all about producing champagne.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will think Vinos Viticulture. I think it stands on its own. I've really enjoyed this one so far. Village Rails, very tiny box. It's filled to the brim, and there's a really good game in here. I'm liking this and Splendor and Canopy. We actually have a nice little thing going on with all 3 of these reasonably sized boxes. This is great. Like, look at these shelves. I need the space.
Quality games inside, packed inside.
I like all 3 of them,
Yeah.
You are right.
I never thought I would find this. It was a thrift store find. It's the original Vinos, and it's unpunched. So how can you go wrong? We have not even had a chance to get it out of the box. You will notice here,
It's falling out there.
It's fallen out just based on age, but it is completely unpunched, and it was only $5 Canadian.
The Wolves from Pandasaurus Games. We really enjoyed this one. This is a game where you have a wolf pack and you're expanding out on the board. You're building dens. It has a lot of area control, but there's this cool flipping mechanic and mechanism. It's a lot heavier than I was originally anticipating, but it's good. It's interactive. Enjoy it.
And the other part is, it's area control, but different areas score at different times. So one person, even if they are in control of one area, you can take them down in another.
And I have no wolf meeples. Now I do.
Heat. We are doing a first impressions on this game. It is a really cool racing game with some interesting mechanics that I wasn't anticipating. So you guys can catch that in our first impressions video.
And it plays 1 to 6, and they've left space for 8. So I think if you want games that can play multiple people and they can handle it, like this kind of game is perfect. I loved it at 2.
Yeah.
But I think if you need to get up in those 4, 5, 6 player counts, this could be a solution for you.
And our last game we got in, again from our math trade, is Ark Nova.
Finally.
Exactly. We've been looking for this one and out on the hunt. We love it. So far, it's been fantastic. Love the artwork. Love the mechanics. Can't wait to dive in a little deeper to check out that replayability.
Yeah, sometimes I worry about the hype train. I know the first time around this sold out and we never got a hand on it. It's come back into print. You can get it. So, but I'm like, is it as good as people saying? Because it's BGG top 5 already. Yeah, it's really good.
And that's what we got in October. If you guys have any tips or hints on any of these games, definitely shoot it down in the comments. And if you like this video or want to check out any of our others, definitely hit the subscribe button.